What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrew, and this week we're taking all 7 of our tortoises outside to a custom-made pen, and we're gonna see how they react outside for probably the last warm day we have here. I'm excited, and maybe we'll get to see them eat too. I'm Andrew Edwards. I've spent most of my life learning about animals, and now focusing on education, breeding, care, and the discovering of new animals. Welcome to Andrew's Reptile Arc. So here is our outdoor custom tortoise pen, and it has 3 sections to it. We have Nala in here, already starting to eat. Love it. It's a little bright, so I might be squinting a lot. Got 3 of our leopard tortoises in here. Nacho, Hershey, and Atlas is over there, just cruising. And our 3 red foot tortoises right here. We have Bronco right there, there's Rocky, and there's Littlefoot right there. So this pen is 6 feet by 12 feet in total length. That's pretty big for these guys, and we obviously have it divided here, and you can see by the little brackets we have right here, we can divide in many number of different ways. We can either do it in half, the 3 sections, or we have another board we could put down the middle and divide this one in half, so it really creates 5 sections. Throughout the day there is a lot of sun that can come into these 3 sections, so if we put them out about midday, they are getting full sun, and a little bit of this board provides some shade. I am gonna put a few houses in here for them to kind of relax in, and they're not fully exposed to the sun, so it's kind of a work in progress. You can go in here. Now these boards are made of 2x10s, and they're too high obviously, so they'll never be able to get out of here even at full grown. This is Nala right here. So she's a Sulcata tortoise. So those are the 3rd largest species of tortoise in the world, and they do get kind of big. Males will get to about 31 inches at max, and that is pretty big. But she is a girl, I believe, so she won't get as big. She'll get to about 24 inches, so she won't really be able to hurdle this even at full grown. This is about 20 inches tall, so don't think she's gonna hurdle it. We also have plans to put a cover over this made of like screen or hardware cloth material, and that will prevent any of them from getting out and any animals from getting in. Now, we don't want to have these guys out here and having somebody come and eat them, like pests like rats or skunks or anything like that. We don't want that. So it's really to prevent animals from coming in rather than for them to get out. Oh. And these leopard tortoises are the 4th largest species of tortoise in the world. So they do get quite big. 18 inches is where they'll really max out. You can see them chewing on the grass here, or exploring. Now leopard tortoises are a little bit more shy than your other species of tortoise. I'm not really sure why, but they seem to not be as outgoing as your other tortoises. They kind of keep to themselves a little bit more. There's Nala over there. So sulcatas and leopards actually come from relatively the same area geographically. They come from Africa. Giving you guys a little tour of this. Jumping over here. These are red foots right here. And these guys are probably one of the best tortoise species you can possibly own. Very friendly. They'll come up to you. These guys are very outgoing. They'll walk up to you no problem and feed right from your hand. Look how cute their little faces are. And these guys are all relatively the same age, with Littlefoot being the biggest. He's chilling right here in the corner. So if you don't want to do the math, these sections right here are 4 by 6. So that's enough area for all these guys to kind of relax and have fun playing in. See Nala right here. Oh. And these guys will eat a lot, so this grass is perfectly safe for them to eat. And I have to cut the grass less. So that's perfect. I'm speaking a little quietly because it is one of their first times being filmed out here. I don't want to freak them out. I want this to actually be a good, positive experience for them. And you see that, that's kind of awesome. We can actually remove these sections so we can have one giant section for when Nala gets older. She can take the whole thing up, and then we'll do it every other day. A new species will come out, and maybe if these guys are big enough, we can keep them with Nala at the same time, because I've seen some people keep leopards and sulcatas together and they seem to do fine. Look at that, we have tons of videos of her eating, but she's just a champ. She just takes down all the weeds, all the grass. And what's interesting is sulcatas will keep eating, and this will just become dirt. There won't be anything left. They'll pick everything clean. These guys are really powerhouses when it comes to eating. And it's pretty hot. It's one of the last hot days we'll have here in Ontario. So, just come in here. The ground's a little soft, but that's fine. Now, Redfoots actually come from South America, so they're a little bit different geographically than your leopards or your sulcata over there. And these guys don't get as big. They'll only get to about 12 to 14 inches of shell. 14's a big redfoot. You don't see very many redfoots of that size. Look at that. You can see some marbling on Littlefoot shell right here. That's perfectly normal. That will happen in nature. But these guys don't have it. That's completely okay though. Smell my hand a little bit. Yeah. Don't bite it. Ah. Nope, don't bite it. Going right back to the grass. And this is really awesome. This is something I've wanted to do, is keep animals outside here in Canada. It's not something you see very often, and obviously we can't do in the winter, but we'll be keeping them in their enclosures for the winter and then bring them out here during the summer. But look at that, amazing. Imagine this fully enclosed. That'll be so cool. Something you really don't see very often, and that allows us to keep them out here all day and not worry about anything getting at them. And of course Coda has to check up on them. Now he's perfectly fine with our tortoises. He actually really loves them, which I love about him. He actually is curious. He checks up on them, makes sure everybody's okay, and then he goes about his day. But he will come over a number of times and actually check up on them. Nope, coming over again. Now, if he was to get in there, he wouldn't do absolutely anything to these guys. He's perfectly fine, I should say, with them. He's gentle, he's nice. We can even demonstrate. I'll pick up Nala here. Something a lot of people don't see. Coda, come here. Oh. Coda, come see Nala. Still check. She's right here, buddy. Hey. Hey, right here. See? Perfectly fine. Not even he still thinks she's in there. That's hilarious. He has actually never done that before, where he's really focused more in the cage than out. God, she's right here. There you go. That's something you don't see every day. A dog right next to a tortoise, and he's perfectly fine. I don't know if it's just a golden retriever thing, but it's definitely a him thing, where he's really gentle with all the animals, and he doesn't seem to mind them out at all. And the animals don't mind him at all. But perfect example. Coda really loves them. And it is starting to cool off a little bit, so we will probably get these guys back in the house and kind of cut the video right here. Sorry, I really have to look down when I'm walking in here. I don't want to step on anybody. But there are the 3 species out, and we'll do videos probably next year when they're a little bigger and when we have the enclosure up. That would be super cool. But I think for right now, that's all we're gonna do this year. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you guys have an outdoor area like this, and what do you guys think of it? It is a work in progress, so we will be adding to it for sure. And this is not just for the tortoises. We can bring out other animals out here too, which is amazing. And yeah, don't forget to check out our other channels, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.